Life. But what is life when many people die every day? When someone born replaces something already dead, or a new life that gives so much in this world. This miracle happens every second in our body. It replaces cells or starts a new life. They are mitosis and meiosis. To begin, let's start to distinguish mitosis from meiosis. Mitosis is the duplication of somatic cells, while meiosis is the duplication of sexual cells. And this process doesn't happen every day and every second like somatic cells. This is different, and this is activated when, let's move on. In this phase, the cell checks if there are errors in the DNA. It increases and produces sugar, lipids, and proteins. And shortly before the mitotic phase, it duplicates the DNA by condensing the chromatin, then forming a chromosome. But what is DNA? DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid, is formed from nucleotide chains. These consist of sugar, deoxyribose, photophase group, and nitrogen base. The nitrogenous bases are 4: adenine, thymine, shift, and cytosine, and are those present in the human body. DNA has a double-stranded helical structure. Prophase. The DNA wraps itself by condensing the chromatin. Chromosomes consisting of 2 chromatids and 1 centromere in the center. The centrosome is duplicated and both are placed at the poles of the cell. Microtubules form, which attach to the centromeres, creating the mitotic spindle. They direct the movements of the chromosomes. Metaphase. The nuclear membrane is destroyed while the chromosomes are directed toward the median of the cell called the equatorial plate. Anaphase. The sister chromatids separate and head to the opposite poles of the cell. Telophase begins to form 2 cell nuclei, the organelles and the nuclear membrane, that it compacts itself. Meanwhile, the chromatin becomes less compact and it returns to the interphase. Oh, and so the cycle starts again? Okay. Cytodiaresis. An actin ring is formed from the center of the cell, which tightens and divides the cytoplasm and creates 2 daughter cells. Instead, in the plant, cells occurs with the formation of the membrane in the center and then separates the 2 new cells. And now meiosis. But first, what are the differences between mitosis and meiosis? As we have said before, mitosis is the duplication of somatic cells, while meiosis of the sex cells. But there are other things. Meiosis had 2 metaphases instead of 1 like mitosis, so at the end of the process, meiosis has created 4 daughter cells instead of 2 created by mitosis. And finally, a particular phase of meiosis, which is crossing over. But we will arrive at this calmly. Meiosis, which includes 2 nuclear divisions, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. These reduce the number of chromosomes from diploid to haploid. The DNA is duplicated only once, and at the end there are 4 daughter cells called gametes. In prophase, chromosomes connect to the other chromosomes of the same gene, are called homologous chromosomes. This approach ends crossing over, the exchange of information, thus creating genetically different chromosomes from the previous one. If they were the same, clones would be born. That's funny. Meanwhile, the centrioles were placed at the poles, while microtubules released and connect to the kinetochores. Metaphase. The chromosomes are in the equatorial plate. Anaphase. The chromatids separate and go to the poles. Telophase. Here, the procedure is the same as mitosis, but instead of a complete cytodiaresis, the cytoplasm tightens a little and the second metaphase occurs. After the second metaphase, 4 haploid cells were generated with the same DNA as the 2 cells of the first metaphase. And finally, the anaphase, telophase and cytodiaresis normally occurs. Well, it's not a simple topic, but I hope that with this video mitosis and meiosis have become easier to understand. Thank you for looking up to this point.